What causes that switch to flip? The overdrive, the beast mode, the full-on destroyer. Like many other things in life, there's a dichotomy, because it actually takes, in my opinion, two opposing forces to bring it to life. It takes both emotion and logic for you to reach your maximum potential, to really give everything you have and go beyond your limits.
Tranquility is the new luxury. Most people in the world right now are so addicted to distraction. There's so much going on. They're exhausted. And so one of the single best moves you can do to get your best thinking done, to get your best insights, to be more intentional as you go through your days, to amplify your productivity, creativity, and prosperity is this: make more time to be alone. And to go even deeper, make the time and develop the ability to like yourself more.
The biggest thing you have to do is shut off technology. You have to go dark. What I mean by that is you have to be quiet in your mind. Get away from people. We love being around people. We love talking. We love parties. We love all that. It's okay to be alone. It's also okay to be unhappy. It's okay to be unhappy sometimes, man. So you gotta go to the truth first. Who are you? Get really accountable and say, okay, who am I? What's the truth about me? Get to that dark place in your mind. Figure out. It may take months, it may take years. Figure out your purpose. Figure out what you want to be in life.
Most of your goals, like that you have, if you were to write down, man, here's my vision for my mother. Here's my vision for my kids. Here's what I would like to do in my marriage. Here's the type of vacations I'd like to go on. Here's the type of opportunities. Here's the type of schools. Here's the type of cars. Here's the type of retirement. Here's what I want my retired life to look like. Here's the type of medical treatment that I would like to have access to. Here's what the life looks like for me. Understand, most of your goals are accomplished. That vision is accomplished by 1%.
When it doesn't make sense, logical sense to go on, that's when you gotta use your emotion. That's when you gotta use that anger, that frustration, that fear to push yourself harder, to push yourself to say, I don't stop. And when your feelings are screaming that you've had enough, and when you think you're gonna break emotionally, you gotta override that emotion with the concrete logic and willpower that says, you know what? I don't stop.
No one's gonna save you. No one's gonna come out of the woods and say, hey, I got your back, man. Some people get that, but very few of us do. So the only person coming to save you is yourself. And that's what the book's about, man. Don't look around the corner hoping, I'm gonna sit on this couch and hope for a miracle. It might come to that 1%, but it ain't coming to most of us. So you better start getting to work.
You don't have to have a doctorate degree. You don't have to have a master's degree. You don't have to come from a rich family. You don't have, I mean, I'm not saying those things are bad or they're gonna hurt you. All I'm saying is you don't have to. It's not about your IQ. It's about your GQ. It's about your grind quotient. Can you put the freaking work in consistently when you don't feel like it, when you're misunderstood, because you got to go hard and make sacrifices if you want to make goals get accomplished that only 1% of America can get accomplished. If it was easy, everybody would be doing it. What do you think? They're just going to hand it to you? If you're going to go to the next level, you're sometimes, especially in the beginning, you may have to go alone, because trendsetters and leaders are always misunderstood. You ever notice how people think some of the greatest people in the world that have accomplished great things, all people thought they were crazy?
The most important conversation you'll ever have is the one you have with yourself. You wake up with it, you walk around with it, eventually you'll act on it. And my self-talk was the most disgusting self-talk of all time. So the sewer of my mind, like I said, you have to go back in there and fix things. A lot of us are afraid, like right now, 20 years ago, you wouldn't find me on this show. I was too embarrassed to tell you I stuttered, I lied, all these different things, getting beat up, getting bullied, whatever happened. But that's where the true transformation starts to happen. When you can look at people, anybody, thousands of people, one person and say, hey, this is who I am. And this is where I have to fix myself. No one had any good advice for me. I was alone. But I went to the mirror, I looked at it and I said, my God, man, you are on your own. And what are you gonna do about it? That's when I slowly started to change my life. But you know, it doesn't happen that quickly. I slowly started to change when I was about 17 years old. I went to a recruiter's office and the recruiter said, hey, you have to take an ASVAB test. Long story short, I failed that a few times. I had one more chance to take that test. And that's when I really developed my work ethic.